Well, with us wrapping up the FIFA Soccer World Cup 2010 here in South Africa this week, now the questions that start to emerge surround just what impact the big event has had on South Africa and what happens to the country beyond 2010. Sion Rapson, Global Business Development Director at World Legacy, joins me now so we can explore just that. Thanks so much, Sion, for taking the time to join us in studio. I mean, undoubtedly, South Africa has spent a pretty penny on hosting this event, spending on new stadia, on the upgrading of roads, our fast train, amongst other things. At the top, I mean, how do we start to now assess the true value of that price tag?
Well, I think that South Africa can be proud. There was so much scaremongering on a global scale coming into this World Cup. The FIFA estimates were 450,000 international visitors. That got dropped in early May to 250, and now the reports are over 1 million.
Yeah.
So from a travel and tourism perspective, this World Cup's been an unbridled success and a real feather in the cap for South Africa. Not just pulling in the over 1 million visitors, but the visitors have all had a good time. There's been no reports of crime, good experiences. So the big challenge now is how to get these visitors back. And all the hard work really begins when that final whistle goes on Sunday evening.
Yeah, so let's take a look at that. I mean, have we put ourselves on the map as a sporting destination, particularly because it is sporting tourism that seems to be on a very rising trend right now?
Absolutely. Sports tourism is the fastest growing sector in global travel and tourism. At a time when, as you guys know, most sectors are in decline or at best stagnating, sports tourism is growing. It's growing exponentially. This year, 14% of all travel and tourism receipts will be sports tourism related. Estimates a value of $600 billion a year spent in sports tourism. And what South Africa has done, not just this year, but the huge strides last year, with the quick turnaround of the IPL, the Confed, the Lions Tour, South Africa now can now place itself as a sports tourism superpower.
Yeah.
And so it's what happens now, what happens next.
How would you rate our ability in actually answering that question and seeing follow through in terms of what happens next? Because it's marketing ourselves not only for big events, but it's the little sporting events as well that could well add up very nicely. Absolutely.
And now that the stadia and the infrastructure is in place, I'm working very, very closely with South Africa Tourism and in Tandiwe, January McLean, a very dynamic new CEO. And the real focus from SAT will be on bringing the small events, the medium-sized events. Everyone's looking towards the 2020 Olympics, but the real focus has to be in bringing in the small events, the manageable events, the athletics events, which is what South Africa Tourism are going to be doing from July the 12th onwards.
Yeah, let's talk then trickle-down economics, because if we look first at the stadia, I mean, some are saying that it's in fact probably one of the worst investments any sovereign country can make. But from what you're saying, if we leverage off it effectively enough, they could well hold us in good stead moving forward.
Absolutely, and it's all about destination branding. The shift in profile that this World Cup has given South Africa as a nation shouldn't be underestimated. Ignoring travel and tourism, if you look back to the first modern mega event, which was the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, travel and tourism doubled in the year after. But in the 5 years following, Barcelona went from the 12th most desirable place to locate as a business in Europe to the 5th. So from a destination marketing perspective, what this World Cup's done, which will generate businesses across many sectors, shouldn't be underestimated at all.
So let's take a look at where our focus needs to be. When that final whistle is blown on Sunday, what does South Africa need to focus on from here on out to leverage off this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, as it's been called?
Well, the reason why I'm here is because I brought the first ever global sports tourism congress and exhibition to South Africa. It's the first international exhibition to happen on South Africa soils, and it's happening today. It starts today at the SEC in Joburg. We've got the first ever international sports tourism conference taking place. Then from tomorrow through to Friday between 10 and 6, we've got a business-to-business travel and tourism event where we're bringing together all of the key buyers from around the world to meet with the suppliers, to meet with the tourist boards, the regional tourist boards, the hotel groups, to do business for 2011, 2012. So World Sport Destination Expo starts tomorrow for B2B business, and anyone who's involved in travel and tourism or sponsorship or sport should come down to the SCC tomorrow.
So really showcasing it all at this event, basically.
We have every destination from around the world showcasing their capabilities, from Abu Dhabi to Rio de Janeiro. But obviously there's a real focus on South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa tourism is promoting themselves strongly at the event, a lot of the regions and the hotel groups. We're bringing in all the buyers from around the world who are going to be doing their procurement for 2011 to meet with suppliers.
Well, certainly lots of positivity that surrounds surrounds South Africa at the moment. Do you foresee there being any major hurdles and challenges that South Africa will need to successfully jump before we can get to that next level?
I really can't. As long as the investment's there, the investment's there for thorough marketing and thorough promotion. The rand is great value. As a European, a lot of the European tour operators, it's just as cost effective for Europeans now to go to South Africa for a 2-week golfing break as it is to go to the Algarve, to Portugal, to Spain. So the rand's great value. The misconceptions of crime have been overcome in this World Cup. So as long as the investment is there for proper marketing and proper advertising, then South Africa can become a true superpower.
Certainly confidence levels have spiked undoubtedly, so we're going to have to leave it there for today.
Absolutely.
On that note, Sion, thanks so much for your time. Of course, Sion Rapson